like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. The handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Right side, it's Owens. Turning it on. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Edwards. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Out wide right, it's Horton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a crease. It's Lacey. Just smothered on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Gets rid of it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for space, it's Edwards. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run this play from the pistol. The hand to the running back. There he goes. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Buying a little time to his left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Chambliss. They're all over him, trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits inside, it's Lacy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Right side, it's Alexander. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Cook. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Reed. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
He's got it down the field. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback keeper. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's Georgia in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Fires on the move. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught, it's Cook. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. He's got the back in the middle. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of... He is in! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Still looking. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Reed. Trying to burn this defensive back. Tosses it incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Bringing it back. And he's going to bring it out. And that is not what he had in mind as he steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Texas A&M! And the pummeling has started.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Lacey. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds his tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Switch it. Handoff to the single running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
this quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the red zone, it's Edwards. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Lacey. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. To throw, it's Chambliss. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
The offense lining up for a first down play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.